Hi everyone, I want to specially welcome you all to this week's live trading class or live trading session. So today I will be showing you from my charts the market directional bias that I am, seeing. Discuss a few things with you just to, guide you for this week's trading. And like the custom is, when we come live like this, we're required to share out the live streaming links. Okay, so share the links right now to your contacts. Let them know that we're live. Okay, share it to newbies, share it to pro traders, share it to aspiring traders, share it to expert traders, share it to students that are still learning, every category of traders. So, like we all know, we have a VIP training. We have a VIP training, just as we have a free training. Okay, so I want to use this live session to address a lot of things. During the last week, I think during last week, one of our page we had a couple of requests. Okay, a few people requesting for our services, and there was one request which was particularly very funny, and that's the reason why I thought I should, mention it as we're having this, live trading session. That particular guy requested for our mentorship, and haven't, told him the categories of mentorship that is available. A friend of his was, discouraging him not to partake in a mentorship. Okay, the person said things like, "We do not, we're too expensive." Okay, and then secondly, the person said, we may be like the other traders that do analyze the market but don't trade. Okay, and then I think those are the two basic major things. And the guy said he wants to take a hold. Then, funny enough, I engaged personally with this guy in a chat, and he told me that he wants to understand why. He wants to understand why we don't have free trainings. That he thought we should have had free trainings before we can have VIP trainings. So what the thought that came to me, it's funny how people don't understand what you do and they are able to judge what you do. Is actually very funny. For me, what I do in life when I deal with people is, first of all, I get to find out what people are doing. Okay. I've got to, you make research, you study, you survey what people are doing. You don't conclude what people are doing just like that. Okay, so you check what people are doing before you know what they're doing. Now, on that page where the person was engaged, I think it was on Instagram, we have adequate, let me use the word, we have adequate content. And if you look at our content, it started early as it's 2022. And that page is linked to our YouTube, which is where we live now, of which the YouTube 2022. So fast forward, we have over 500 free videos till today. Over 20 live free sessions. Over 5 free classes. Person didn't see it. Now you may say, oh, maybe because no one sent it to him. No, I sent it to him. Personally did. So I don't know what the problem really is, but what I want to let everyone know in this live trading session is when you see something that is fake, you should be able to know. And funny enough, that's the reason why many people fall for the fake things, because you see the real thing, you argue it, you doubt it, then you fall for the fake things. An academy that has had graduates, you could see the graduates. You now said maybe they don't trade. An academy that trade live. So how about watching the live class? I even sent him a live class before he even made that comment. So let me not dwell on that so much. If not so much to say on this, because it's funny how people are. It's really funny how people are. So I would have said more, but let me leave a few reservations on that, so that we do not spend the whole day talking something that is not part of today's, training class. So remember that we have an academy. Okay, I was going to talk about the academy when the thought came. So I thought let me talk about the academy. So sorry about that network. I had to switch immediately. So we have an academy, and our academy we have an academy, and in our academy we teach you for free. We teach you VIP. We have several free videos even on this channel, except you're not seeing. This channel that you're watching now has over 500 free videos, free live sessions, free classes, except you're not seeing. Now there's a particular other guy who engaged and said he want to learn trading, and said if I could teach him for free. Then I said we have free resources and materials. One thing he needs to understand is that most traders are busy. Trading is very hard. And I'm a trader, and I trade professionally. I trade as a day trader, I trade full time. So I was kind enough to let him know that I may not have the full time to teach him, but I want to encourage that he take advantage of the free resources, because with the free resource and materials, he can learn at least to an extent that he can start earning, because he claimed he didn't have money for VIP. It's okay, take advantage of the free channel. I always say this for those of you who've been following me. I said the free community, the free channel, is to help you make money, even though you don't have resources to put in. Then when you begin to make money and you feel, I still need this VIP coaching, what is saying you need it, but if you feel you still need it, then you can actually subscribe because you now have money. Then the guy was offended and said, so I will not give time to teach him trading. And I said, no one will do that. I said, no one will do that. So quickly sent him the community link. Said, look at how many people are there. So dealing with over 60 people in the community. I'm committed to training and teaching, giving signals. So you're not different from these 60 people. So you have to find a way to join the team. So it's a teamwork, it's not an individual thing. So if you want an individual thing, then you are paying for the time of that mentor. That's what VIP subscription is. So it's important that everybody get to learn this. So on kfctrading.com, of which right now our website is under construction. For those of you who've been trying to open the website, you will notice that the website is not taking you right to where it's supposed to take you, the landing page. So what you do is you can use kfctrading.com, sorry, kfctrading.website.com, kfctrading.website.com if you want to access website for now. Because kfctrading.com may not give you particularly what you need right now, but very soon we're going to be done. We're actually, what we're doing is to serve you better. You know, we're upgrading. That's the right word. Upgrading. We're trying to go into more platforms that can, you know, give you better experience and better view. Okay, so that's by the way. So we are partnering with Markets for You. Partnering Markets for You, and what we're doing with Markets for You is there's some of you, like what I've just said, you want to be on the VIP Signal group, not VIP membership package. VIP Signal group helps you to get, like I told you, Bitcoin is going to do some massive move, of which the move has already started. Some people in the free channel were excited about that and really want to be part of it. But what you need to know is the Bitcoin move will not be posted on the free group because it's a VIP signal. Same thing with gold, same thing with euro, name them. Same thing with New Zealand USD, AUD USD. Someone said he wants signal on NASDAQ. All of these things will be posted on the VIP group because it's the VIP signal. So you will not get to see it because on the free group, only one signal is posted there, which is GU. There was a time we used to post more than 5, but a lot of people are not utilizing it. It takes me sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours every day to get those signals. So even the weekly, I used to do free weekly review, free weekly analysis. It takes me time to do this. It takes me a lot of effort. But I haven't done a survey, done these 3 years. The engagement is poor. It shows a lot of people don't utilize it. So we decided to stop. Okay, because we launched a new product and that product needed more time. So we had to say, okay, fine, since these people are not utilizing it. So we took that time we're supposed to be using to doing those free resources. Not like we're not doing some free resources, but that particular one, free weekly analysis, free weekly review, and what's it called? Weekly and free signal on mini pairs. Took it down. So we can still do it, but we need to be sure that the people are using it. So that's why it's GU for now. So in case you're on the free group, you're wondering why it's just GU we're talking, why we're not talking other things. Please try and understand. It's the responses of the people. I don't need a signal. The people need the signal. So if I give it and they don't use it, then I'm going to stop giving it. So those signals are on the VIP group. Those signals, talking of gold, NASDAQ, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Euro, name them, GBP, JPY, AUD, JPY, Euro, JPY. All of them are on the VIP group. So if you want to be part of the VIP group, then you need to subscribe to the VIP subscription. But with the partnership with Markets for You, That's where I'm heading to. Using this link on the description side of this video or the comment section to register with Markets for You, you're opportune to join the Markets for You free signal group. Wherein, because of the partnership we're having with Markets for You, we're going to be posting some of these signals there, and you can take advantage. So you get better signals. Some of those signals we give to the VIP community. Get them on the Markets for You group. If you can create an account with this link for Markets for You. So make sure you understand all of these modalities. That's why I'm taking time to explain all of this before we go to the chat. Quickly, before we take much time, I'm going to be sharing the screen immediately so I can, show you what to expect in the market. So, a few seconds, try to share my screen. Okay, so my screen is being shared. I'll take you straight to trading view. So this is Bitcoin. You saw it first because I was looking at it. So this is DXY, which is the first consideration to trading GU. Okay, why? Because DXY is directly proportional to GU. So what we do is we do a top down on DXY first. As day traders, we look at it first from the 1 week time frame, okay, of which we've done the analysis over time. So that we're not doing it again from 1 week time frame. Why? Because the key areas, the key levels that were marked have not been used. Only this downside. Okay. So the 1 week time frame key levels are still there. You can see the major high, the swing high and the current low has been marked and has not been tested. So looking from the 1 week time frame is looking at the candle that is being formed. Then going to the one day, that's the 24-hour time frame. You could see also that the key levels are still there. So we have this major high, gave this massive break of structure, and we have this major low, okay, that gave some internal break of structure. But with the major swing high, we can still see that the 24-hour time frame is bearish. Then we go down to so we take note of the candle that is being formed there. We go down straight to the 4-hour time frame, of which in this 4-hour time frame we are looking at just like what we did with 1 week. So what you need to understand is the lower you getting into the time frames, the better you are breaking down what you're expecting to see. So top down is another word for top down could be simplifying. So from the high time frame, you may not see the chart as simple as you would see it when you simplify. So you are zooming in because the lower time frame happens before the higher time frame. So going down to the lower time frame as a top down is looking at what's currently happening right now. And as day trader, we're interested in what's going to happen on a Monday. We're interested in what's going to happen on a Tuesday. Okay, for those of you trading Forex, we want to see what Forex is going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Friday before the close of the market. And for those of you who are in the synthetics trading, crypto trading, we're interested in seeing what's going to happen every day because the synthetics in crypto do not close, save for the transition from the previous day into the new day. So we're interested in seeing what happens in that day, and that's what top down is about. So from the 4-hour time frame, you could just see that the key levels haven't really been tested. The major high, which after the major break of structure, which as you can see here, has not been tested. And the major low, which there was a huge supply, and price gave that huge break of structure, massive, impulsive move, has not yet been taken out. So looking at that, you could say that the DXY is bullish in the 4-hour time frame because of this break of structure, but it's retracing bearish, as you can see. Okay, so you must be cognizant to know that because it is bullish, the bearish retracement would be short. The bullish moves will be long. And one thing I tell people fundamentally is the DXY is in a critical stage. Take for instance, BRICS was launched. Okay, the first universal currency for China, JPY. Um, Name them Russia. Okay, BRICS. That's a threat. That's major threat on the DXY. And for those who control the DXY, mark my words, those, I didn't say American money. I said those. Because if you know much about the DXY, you know there are some people that control the DXY in the US. It's not entirely the nation. But that's finality. Those who control the DXY would not want it to crash. Look at what the Bitcoin is doing. Those of you aware of what Bitcoin is doing, you see that the Bitcoin had tested 150, right? Bitcoin is currently 112. Bitcoin is now more expensive than the US dollars. That's a major trend. So for that, fundamentally, you should know that major monies will be put in the DXY to cause it to buy, to cause it to move. It will not be removed. Except monies are taken away from the DXY, that's when it should be selling. As long as there's a lot of demand, it will push up. When there's supply, it will push down. So I'm interested in DXY when it gives the major buy move upward. But with that automatically confirms that I will be selling GU. But until that, if DXY, as you can see, is selling on the shorts, I will be buying GU. Where is it? Take note of that. Why is that? I always told you the DXY is directly proportional to GU. That's why. So GU is selling. Sorry, if DXY is selling, GU is buying. If DXY is buying, GU is selling. But now there is the place of confirmation. That's where your strategy comes in. The fact that DXY is selling does not mean that you buy immediately. So what happens is when you come to the DXY and it's selling, you gotta wait for confirmation. And this is why I didn't consider any entry. Based on my strategy, this is a demand zone. The DXY is on a demand zone. And if you trade demand and supply, you will understand that you do not sell a demand zone. You don't sell in demand and supply strategy when price is on the demand zone. Price is currently on my demand zone. Can't sell. I have to wait for price to leave that zone. That's where patience comes in. So a lot of you, oh, it's selling now, let's buy. That's your strategy. But for my own strategy, I've got to wait to understand fully what direction the DXY is going. Clearly, if I know what to do with the G. Otherwise, I'm just going to be gambling. Anything outside your strategy, anything outside your analysis is gambling. Take it or leave it. You know, when we say gambling, people are thinking Bet Niger, people are thinking 1xBet, people are thinking staking money for something to guess and guess wrong. In trading, it's not the same. I tell you, did a video recently. Trading is not gambling. When trading, there's gambling. Because gambling is about guessing. In trading, we don't guess. You say, boy, sometimes you say you're not sure. Yes, guessing is different from speculation. Guessing is different from speculating consecutively. Speculation in consecutive moves, it's more like probability. So trading is based on probability, while Gambling is based on guessing, but still on probability as well. But trading is speculating on probabilities. Gambling is guessing. Even though some people have now brought speculation into gambling, which they are guessing with probabilities, and it's payoff. It will pay off. So gambling with probability is even better than gambling without probability. Because chances are that the reason why you should be correct should be in certain probability, of which if you take cognizance of that correctly, you find that you're guessing right. For those guessing, those gambling. But this is not a gambling scenario. This is a speculating scenario. So you wait for the confirmation. One of the confirmation I just told you already is it's on a demand zone, of which if price is on a demand zone, what I should see based on my strategy, excuse me, is a liquidity sweep outside the demand zone, then a break structure, a retracement, and then boom. Until I see this, then I will go to GU, of which GU you can see is on the supply zone. So you see why I don't want to buy GU. So expect GU to do the same thing, induce, take out the previous low, retrace, boom. So this is what I'm expecting from GU. And for those of you on the VIP, this repeats with EU. This repeats with NU. This repeats with AU. All these pairs connected to the XY. Now these are the most stable to trade. Yeah. For those of you traded 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, that's it. That's it. But you're wondering what's going on. DXY, the dollar index, is being manipulated since the President Trump came into office and even in his last administration. Because the set of people, I'm not speculating now, and I'm not being controversial. Okay, just do your research and make sure you do the right research. I'm not controversial. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Okay, I'm giving you real facts. There are certain people in the US that are in charge of the dollars. These set of people do not support the political agenda of President Trump. You have to understand this. They don't like him. Okay, so you wonder why Trump is supporting the crypto. The reason is because the DXY has a lot of things connected to it, which it's not for today's class. But you must understand these things. Make a few research. Why would China, Russia, and the rest of the other countries decide to pull out of the dollar? Why is it that China never liked the dollar all these years? And you thought China is so bad, so terrible as a nation? You thought Japan is so bad, terrible as a nation? Is that what you thought? No. They saw corrupt moves on the dollar. So some of these nations where corruption is fought deeply, I'm not saying that they are not corrupt. Every nation is corrupt, but there are certain level of corruptions in different nations. So they are not interested in certain kind of corruption that comes from the dollar because how it affects their nation. And that's the reason for BRICS, their own universal money. So in case you want to argue this or you want to discuss out of this contest, know this. Okay? So if then you understood that, then you'll know why we are trading JPY against GBP USD. The Great Britain pounds is one of the strongest money in the world because of how it is structured. In case you don't know it today, same thing with Euro. So the GBP JPY is more stable now with the Japanese yen because the Japanese yen is stable. But these monies are for the VIP. The GU, that's GBP USD, used to be the best to trade. But now all of these, you see manipulations, your stop loss is taken out. So as a result, what's going on with the DXY? So I must advise you, don't trade in 2025 if you're trading GU the way you traded in 2024 or 2023, because Trump is in office and DXY is heavily manipulated, okay, heavily devalued, and that will cause you to be more careful. If I don't take trades, if you don't have full confirmation, you could do that before, but not now, okay? And you may even need to refine your strategy, check it again, okay? You may even need to go back test that strategy. Otherwise, you'll keep on being taken out and hitting stop losses. So that's all we can take for today. That's to let you know that for you to know what's up with the other pairs, you should be on a VIP, okay? Better still, be very active on the free channel. Updates will be coming there. See you during the next weekly live training session. Have a great trading week.